The 1982 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark may look like a regular 5-cent coin found in everyday pocket change. But beneath its common appearance lies a treasure worth up to $3,500 in today's collector's market. This coin is part of the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and features the profile of the third U.S. president, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse in his home, Monticello on the reverse. While millions of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1982, very few possess the distinct features, errors, and uncirculated conditions that make them highly desirable to collectors and investors. The surprising market value of this particular nickel stems from a combination of rarity, minting anomalies, collector interest, and sharply struck examples in pristine condition. In 1982, the U.S. Mint was transitioning between different production methods and coin compositions, which led to quality control issues and notable variations. This was a turbulent year for coin manufacturing. The economy was still reeling from inflation, and the mint faced cost-cutting pressures. Many coins from this year, including the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel, were poorly struck, often missing full details or having weak design elements. That's why a fully struck 1982 P. nickel with full steps on Monticello, key grading detail in Jefferson nickel scan command, thousands of dollars. Full steps refers to 5 or 6 visible steps on the reverse of the coin under Monticello. It is a feature that's rare to find clearly struck on most 1982 nickels. Coins graded MS67 or higher with full steps by NGC or PCGS are especially rare and have sold for as much as $3,500 in recent auctions. Another reason for the surge in value is the historical importance of the 1982 coinage. This was one of the first years the Philadelphia Mint began regularly using the P mint mark on nickels. Following its introduction in 1980, prior to this, Philadelphia coins typically lacked a mint mark. Thus, collectors specifically target early P mint mark nickels as part of transitional year collections. Furthermore, some specimens of the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel are known to exhibit mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette defects, which dramatically increase their numismatic value. Error coins in high-grade condition are incredibly desirable and can fetch even more than the average. Market price sometimes exceeding $5,000 depending on the severity and uniqueness of TES. Grading is essential when it comes to determining the coin's true worth. Raw, circulated versions of the 1982 P nickel may only be worth face value unless they have a visible error or unique characteristic. However, coins graded and slabbed by PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, with designations such as MS65 full steps or higher, are where the true value lies. The market is especially hot for coins graded MS66 and MS67 full steps, as these are considered top pop coins among the finest known examples in existence. Some auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, have reported record-breaking sales for 1982 P. Jefferson nickels. It's demonstrating just how much collectors are willing to pay for the best preserved examples. Coin collectors also value this nickel for its design continuity and historical consistency. Felix Schlag's iconic design remained on the Jefferson nickel until 2004, giving this 1982 coin historical importance within the long Jefferson series timeline. It represents the last 2 decades before the Westward Journey redesigns of 2004 and 2005, making 1982 nickels a key issue for those completing full-day tan mint mark sets. As more collectors compete to finish high-grade registry sets, the demand for rare condition coins like the 1982 P full steps nickel continues to grow. In addition, the coin's metal composition, comprising 75% copper and 25% nickel, adds a layer of intrinsic value. Though its metal content alone isn't worth much over face value, the scarcity of uncirculated or mint condition coins makes them valuable. It's important to note that storage and handling are critical. Coins must be kept in protective holders or slabs to maintain their value. Even a small scratch or fingerprint can reduce its grade, and thus its market price. The The popularity of coin collecting has surged in recent years due to greater awareness, social media exposure, and online marketplaces like eBay, Etsy, and specialized auction platforms. This has led to a spike in demand for rare coins such as the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel. With rising interest from younger collectors and international buyers, prices for niche coins like this continue to climb. Those lucky enough to discover a 1982 P nickel in exceptional condition may have a true hidden gem. Some even refer to it as the $3,500 nickel hiding in your change jar. If you suspect you have one of these rare coins, it's highly recommended to have it professionally graded. Authentication and grading can make the difference between a 5-cent coin and a $3,500 investment. Look for strong strike detail, minimal blemishes, and most importantly, the full steps on the reverse. The cost of grading is often outweighed by the significant increase in value, especially when dealing with rare specimens. In conclusion, the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel is far more than just a common coin. It's a potentially lucrative collector's item with a rich history. Whether due to its full steps rarity, transitional mint mark, condition rarity, or collector demand, this coin has become one of the most exciting Jefferson nickels in the numismatic world. If you're a collector, treasure hunter, or simply someone curious about coins, it might be worth checking your pocket change or old coin jars. You could be holding on to a $3,500 treasure without even knowing it. Next up, 1998 D Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar, the $4,500 coin that could be in your collection. 1998 D Kennedy half dollar might seem like an ordinary coin to most people. It has the familiar profile of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, and the iconic heraldic eagle design on the reverse. Millions were minted, and it has circulated widely across the United States. But what many don't realize is that select specimens of this coin, particularly those minted in Denver with the D mint mark and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition or featuring rare minting errors, can command values of up to $4,500 in today's numismatic market. That's right, a simple 50-cent piece could be worth thousands if it checks all the right boxes. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, just months after the assassination of President Kennedy, as a national tribute to one of the most beloved leaders in American history. The design by Gilroy Roberts obverse and Frank Gasparow reverse has become one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage. Over the decades, the Kennedy half dollar has experienced numerous changes in metal composition, production volume, and collector interest. By 1998, the coin was still being produced for circulation, and the Denver Mint struck over 15 million coins that year. So why is the 1998 D Kennedy half dollar worth so much? The value lies in several factors: mint state condition, full strike details, rarity of high-grade examples, and potential mint errors. Most 1998 D half dollars are worth face value if they've been in circulation, showing wear and loss of detail. However, coins graded MS67 or higher, especially those certified by trusted grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, can be worth thousands. The MS68 grade is exceptionally rare for this issue, with very few known examples in that grade. These coins are often considered top population, meaning they are among the finest examples known to exist. Such top-grade pieces have reached prices up to $4,500 at private auctions and major numismatic events. Another contributing factor to the high value is the eye appeal and luster of the coin. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with brilliant, satin, or proof-like finishes that enhance the visual presentation. The 1998 D Kennedy half dollar, when found with strong strikes, smooth surfaces, and vibrant luster, becomes a centerpiece in a registry collection. Registry set collectors are individuals who aim to complete high-grade sets of a coin series, and they are willing to pay a premium for the best possible pieces. Because 1998 D half dollars rarely appear in gem uncirculated grades with no flaws, demand far outweighs the available supply in top condition. Mint errors also play a huge role in pushing the value of this coin into the thousands. The U.S. Mint, despite its technological advances, occasionally produces coins with flaws such as off-center strikes, double dies, planchet errors, die cracks, or clipped planchets. A 1998 D half dollar with one of these rare errors can see its market value skyrocket, sometimes exceeding $5,000, depending on the uniqueness and visibility of the error. Collectors love these anomalies because they represent moments in minting history where something went unexpectedly wrong, making each error coin one of a kind. Then there's the matter of coin preservation. Coins that have been handled carefully and stored properly, such as in airtight holders, coin slabs, or archival quality albums, maintain their value much better than those left to circulate or get damaged. The condition-sensitive nature of modern coins makes this even more important. Even a single scratch or discoloration can lower a coin's grade, and therefore its value, by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A coin like the 1998 D half dollar, when found in near-perfect condition, becomes a standout gem in the eyes of both casual collectors and serious numismatists. The historical context of the Kennedy half dollar adds further intrigue. By 1998, the series had gone through numerous changes, including the removal of silver content after 1970, the end of mass circulation after 2001, and the introduction of special collector issues. The 1998 D issue stands just a few years before the mint stopped striking Kennedy halves for circulation altogether. This gives it added significance as part of the last wave of widely distributed half dollars in American commerce. Owning one in mint state condition is like holding a piece of late 20th century U.S. currency history. It's also worth noting that public awareness of rare coins has been growing. Thanks to coin-focused YouTube channels, social media pages, coin shows, and online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions, these platforms highlight rare finds and educate collectors on what to look for. More people are now digging through their old change, inheritance collections, and coin rolls, hoping to uncover a hidden gem like the 1998 D Kennedy half dollar. That could be worth thousands. So what should you look for if you're hunting for this rare coin? Start with the mint mark. Make sure it's a 1998 coin from the Denver Mint. You'll find the D mint mark just below Kennedy's neckline on the obverse side. Examine the strike quality. Look for sharp details, especially in Kennedy's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Coins with bold, crisp details are more likely to receive high grades. Check for luster and surface preservation. A bright, attractive coin with minimal marks is a strong candidate for grading. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to identify any oddities like doubling, off-centering, or planchette problems. Get it graded if your coin looks promising. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for a professional evaluation. The cost of grading is worth it if your coin turns out to be one of the finest known examples. In conclusion, the 1998 D Kennedy half dollar is a brilliant reminder that modern coins can hold tremendous value when they meet certain conditions. While millions of these coins were struck, only a handful have survived in pristine mint state condition. Among these, even fewer feature the kind of powerful eye appeal, sharp strikes, and error characteristics that make them worth $4,500 or more in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about coin collecting, it's worth taking a second look at your pocket change and old coin rolls. You never know when you might be holding on to a half dollar that's worth a small fortune. Keep your eyes open, protect your coins, and always stay curious, because in the world of numismatics, one coin can change everything. Next up, 1997 D Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar, the $5,500 hidden gem in American pocket change. 1997 D Kennedy half dollar might appear to be just another 50-cent piece minted for circulation, but under the surface lies a rare numismatic treasure that could be worth as much as $5,500 in today's collector market. Most people wouldn't think twice when spotting this coin in their change jar or old coin collection. But seasoned collectors know that certain rare versions of the 1997 D half dollars, especially those in exceptional condition, with full strike details or error varieties, are among the most valuable modern half dollars you can find. This coin combines historical significance, minting precision, and collector demand, all of which contribute to its soaring value in the world of numismatics. Let's begin with the historical context. The Kennedy half-dollar series was first introduced in 1964 as a tribute to the late President John F. Kennedy, just months after his assassination. The obverse design by Gilroy Roberts features a striking profile of Kennedy, while the reverse by Frank Gasparro displays a heraldic eagle. Based on the presidential seal, by 1997, this design had become one of the most enduring and iconic in U.S. coinage. However, production numbers and collector interest in half dollars began to decline in the 1980s and 1990s, making high-grade examples from the 1997 D Mint particularly rare and valuable today. In fact, although the Denver Mint produced approximately 19.3 million Kennedy half dollars in 1997, the vast majority entered circulation and were subjected to handling, wear, and damage. Finding a flawless example in mint state, 67 or 68 condition, is like finding a needle in a haystack. The market value of a 1997 D Kennedy half dollar in ordinary circulated condition may only be face value 50 cents. But coins graded MS67 or higher, particularly those with full strike and full details, are extremely scarce and have fetched up to $5,500 at major auctions and private sales. One of the defining features that drives up this coin's value is what collectors refer to as full strike or full details, where every element of the designs, such as Kennedy's hair, the eagle's feathers, the shield lines, and the lettering, is crisp and well-defined. Many half dollars from the 1990s were struck weakly due to worn dies or poor striking pressure, which makes well-struck examples very desirable. On top of that, grading is crucial in determining a coin's true worth. Reputable grading services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company are industry standards for evaluating a coin's condition. Coins that achieve a mint state 68 grade are considered near perfect and are very rare for the 1997 D issue. These few exceptional pieces are often referred to as top pop coins, meaning they are among the finest known to exist. When one of these coins hits the auction block, competitive bidding from registry collectors can push prices into the thousands. Registry collectors seek the highest graded coins for their competitive sets, and when a top-grade example is available, they are often willing to pay a steep premium. Another aspect that makes this coin stand out is the presence of mint errors, which can significantly increase its value. Some known errors found on the 1997 D half dollar include off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These errors occur during the minting process and are not meant to exist, making them highly collectible, depending on the type and severity of the error. A 1997 D half dollar with a visible and dramatic mint error can be worth anywhere from $1,000 to over $5,500, especially if paired with a high-grade strike. Collectors often prize error coins not only for their rarity, but also because they offer a glimpse into the often unseen imperfections of the U.S. Mint's coin production process. Beyond technical grading and minting issues, the aesthetic appeal, or appeal, of a coin also plays a vital role in its valuation. A 1997 D half dollar with a brilliant mirror-like luster, vibrant toning, and blemish-free surfaces is considered much more valuable than a dull or spotted coin. Even coins that do not feature errors but shine with strong visual characteristics are sought after in the collector community. Combine that with high-grade certification, and you have a coin that's nearly impossible to beat. The intrinsic appeal of the Kennedy half dollar series also cannot be overstated. Many collectors began their numismatic journeys with these coins, often inheriting them from grandparents or finding them in circulation. The Kennedy half-dollar holds a deep sentimental value for Americans who lived through the 1960s. It remains one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. currency. By 1997, the coin was nearing the end of its run as a widely circulating denomination. After 2001, the U.S. Mint began producing Kennedy half-dollars primarily for collectors, which added further importance to earlier issues like the 1997 D, especially in top condition. Modern collectors are increasingly turning to digital platforms and online auctions to buy and sell rare coins, driving up the market value for standout pieces like the 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar. Auction records show that when a coin-graded MS68 appears on platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, the bidding can escalate quickly. In some cases, coins from this era with perfect or near-perfect grades have set record prices, proving that even recent coins can hold immense value when preserved properly. With more collectors building registry sets and competing for the finest examples, high-grade 1997 D half-dollars are seeing a consistent rise in value. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1997 D half-dollar? Here are a few steps to follow. Check the mint mark. Look for the D on the obverse front of the coin just below Kennedy's neck, indicating it was minted in Denver. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to check for doubling off-center strikes, cracks, or unusual markings. Evaluate the strike quality. Are the design details sharp and well-defined? Strong strikes are rare and much more valuable. Assess surface condition. Does the coin have a clean, bright surface with no scratches or dings? A high-grade coin should look nearly flawless. Send for grading. If the coin looks exceptional, send it to PCGS or NGC for certification. This can dramatically increase its resale, its value, and authenticate its rarity. For those who are passionate about coins or even casually interested in numismatics, the 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar represents an exciting opportunity. It proves that not all valuable coins are old. Gold or silver, some are modern, clad coins hiding in plain sight. The key is condition, rarity, and knowing what to look for. In pristine, uncirculated condition and with potential error features, the 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar is a modern marvel that deserves a place in high-value coin collections. With a current estimated market value of up to $5,500, this half-dollar is more than just a piece of change, it's a treasure in your pocket.